Welcome back, guys, to Dropped Frames, going in the second hour here. Zeke, I want to talk to you about Transformers Devastation.
Okay, you can hear me all right now?
Yep, we can.
Okay, good.
I don't know what you changed, but it works.
No, I switched the line. It's my front PC line in.
It's fucked up.
Is having a short or something.
Ah.
So I did the other line. I use that one for interpersonal calls rather than this line, because this line sometimes gets an echo. But that also means I can talk like a robot.
Well, good. Talk like a robot, because that's what you played yesterday.
Transformers, right?
Fucking transition, boys!
Beautiful! Dude, I want to hear about this.
Yeah, what? This game is... looks...
Fucking
It looks like Dude, it looks like Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. Like,
well, I mean, it's made by Platinum, so yeah. It's made by the same guys.
Yep, it's made by Platinum. They made Bayonetta. They made Revengeance, right?
Yeah.
Yep. It's the same idea, same combat style. Like there's witch time. If you dodge a thing right, it has all your this is the special move. Like seriously, it's so nostalgically glorious. It has awesome 80s metal guitar music in the background.
I've heard the music is really good.
awesome.
The music is so good. The graphics are fucking phenomenal. Obviously they can't make it like the crappy 80s like animation style. They have to make it like, malleable. But it's such a great game. It's action packed. I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty.
Ooh.
And it's tough. It's fucking tough. Like one of the first fights took me like an hour to beat. First boss fights took me an hour to beat it.
Wow.
Because you have to get used to it, and you're doing so little damage, and yada yada yada. And even one of the developers was actually in the channel, and he was like, "You're doing this on hard, and you're not using any items. What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I was like, "Well, you got to do it the hard way, right? Or else, I don't know about you, but people will jump up my ass if I'm not doing it the hard way."
Yep.
But I gotta tell you, man, it is fucking fantastic. It's exactly what I wanted out of a Transformers game. It's what I've been waiting for out of a Transformers game since I was a child.
Dude, is it a little alien seeing Optimus Prime fly around like a ninja? Because I gotta say, like, looking at this, I've never thought of Transformers like doing backflip kicks.
But isn't that fucking awesome that they are doing
awesome.
back?
Don't get me wrong, it's awesome.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's a Platinum game, so there's a lot of aerial attacks that you stay in the air for a long time, and you keep attacking. But I will say that they did a fan-fucking-tastic job with the transforming. Like,
you can do it on the fly, right?
Oh yeah, you do like transforming on the fly. You can like you transform in the middle of a combo to do like a special move at the end of the combo.
Yeah. Like
the light flash blue, like that. You see the light flash blue, you and then you turn into the semi and you smash them. The sound effects are great. Almost all the original actors are there.
Really?
Yeah, the actor for Starscream died.
Okay.
But like Megatron's original, Optimus Prime is original, Sideswipe's original.
That's awesome.
Fuck, I can't remember his name now.
Starscream, Bumblebee.
No, Bumblebee's original. But yeah, all the original voice actors, for the most part, that aren't dead. And the thing that I really liked about it is that it's actually faster to travel around, transformed as a car. So it makes it necessary, and you want to travel around transformed, because it's twice as fast as walking.
Right.
So you actually and oh my god, and they handled the control of the driving so awesomely, because when you're driving, your vehicle handles like extremely abnormally well because you are the car.
Right.
There's almost no drift. There's almost no like you can go like you can thread needles and shit and I think that's okay because you are the thing. You're the car. You are the vehicle.
Yeah,
so
it
you
makes
should
sense.
be able to have like absolute control over everything. But it's just, and you have like all your old favorites in there. Like the lines that they say are appropriately 80s-y.
Oh, really?
Like,
That's
Optimus
good.
Prime is like really inspiring. He's like, "We've got to stop Megatron." and like shit like that. I geeked out and I haven't stopped. I'm in love with the game. I think it's
Is it multiplayer?
not as far as I know yet. I haven't delved into it. I'm just doing the story right now.
Yeah, because I know you're thinking of like the previous Transformers games that have come out the past couple of years, right? Strippin, where they've been multiplayer, had like a multiplayer aspect to it.
Well, I'm just thinking like a lot of these fight in the air beat 'em up games normally have some kind of multiplayer aspect,
Right.
where you just are beating up other people instead,
Yeah,
like an arena kind of thing.
I have no idea. I've watched Zeke play a little bit. And I was watching Maximilian Dude play last night as well.
Because that's the kind of thing that appeals to me more than I think the single player.
Right.
But it looks amazing.
What? So I saw it. Maybe I don't think this is spoiler territory, but I saw Max last night was also playing as Decepticons. Have you gotten to that point?
Oh, you can play as Decepticons?
Yeah, I don't know if you're playing at the
Are
same.
you sure you can?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw him fighting Autobots last night as a Decepticon, unless this was like a fever dream. I want to say that he was.
But are you? Oh, he was fighting Autobots actually.
Yeah.
No, I haven't gotten to that part yet. No, I don't know if I'm just bad or he's not playing at the hardest difficulty.
I don't think he's playing on the hardest difficulty, but I might be wrong. I don't remember what
I
he's
could
playing
just be just that bad and I haven't got that far yet.
This was last. He might have been playing for a long time.
Everyone's saying you can't.
Oh, you can't? Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I was completely
Here's the
misunderstanding
thing.
what was going on.
He might have been Grimlock.
There's a skin of Optimus Prime that makes him look like a Decepticon.
Oh.
If you pre-order the game, you get I can't remember the name of it, but you get like a black and purple skin for Optimus Prime, and he looks like an evil like Decepticon.
That's totally cheating.
Yeah, right.
Dude, you're just rushing right now. That looks awesome. How long?
How many confused viewers would you have? That would be just put that skin on all day, and just turn on your robotic voice changer and play a Decepticon.
Nemesis Prime. There you go. The Nemesis Prime skin.
Nice. Do you know how long the game's supposed to be?
I don't know.
Because like the other thing that in the same vein that Platinum did was the Legend of Korra game, where it was kind of the same aspect, but a lot of the complaint was that it was a little bit too short for the price point. How much was this, by the way? $20, $15, or is it full 60?
50.
Oh, it's full 50.
Yep.
Okay, so I mean, I would hope it's a little bit longer than Korra, because I think Korra was only like 20 or 30, if I remember correctly.
I hope so, but I mean, it's already worth it for me.
Okay.
5 to 6. What?
Yeah, people are saying in chat 6 hours for a first-time casual run. So Zeke's definitely not gonna on hard. I would imagine he'll spend at least.
Well, Max, they were saying Max is playing it on hard too. So
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The other question I have is for people that are not as old as us, did not watch Transformers in the actual 80s or when it came out. Do you think this is the same type of fun for them? Do you think there's still a game that should be interesting to people that don't have that nostalgic factor into it?
no,
Really?
honestly, I mean, it's a great game. But
Yeah.
if you want a longer game and a better game with the same kind of the same kind of action to it, I'd go with Bayonetta.
Okay.
Bayonetta is frankly, it's a longer game. It's a better like graphically done game. It's got a cool story that anyone can jump into. You don't have to be like a huge fan of the series or nostalgic or whatever. But if you are like my age, like between the ages of 30 and 40, I guess 30 and 38, maybe, I don't know. But if you're in there and you like Transformers, this is the fucking best Transformers game I've ever played.
Come on, let's say 25 and up. All right.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm into it.
Yeah, I was. I
Really?
might be
Okay,
into it.
okay.
I think if you're an 80s baby in general,
Yeah, exactly.
you're into it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was born in 19 AD, like 80, and 19 AD after.
You were
I-
at the beginning of time.
But no, I was born in 1980, so this was like right exactly in my wheelhouse. 7, 8 years old, this came out. 6, 7, and 8. This was my jam. Like my brothers were 4 years behind me, and their Ninja Turtle jam. That was their jam, was Ninja Turtles. Like I liked it, but I missed it because I was a little bit too old for it. But this was right. Like when the movie came out, I creamed my little jeans.
So what you're doing right now? There's a crafting system in this game.
Yep.
I might have to play this.
Crafting system in the game where you can combine
Chat, please tell me there's multiplayer
Whatever
in it.
you have, like if you like to see those twin blades that they have an S rank.
Yeah.
They have 4 blank slots where
Uh-huh.
you combine stuff. Like you melt one item and put it into that item,
Oh.
and it gives you another stat, and it gives the item another level. Every item has a level too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do the attacks change depending on what type of item you have equipped, or is it still the same?
Yes, it does.
It does change. Okay,
Yep.
interesting. So there's
Every
some depth
attack
to the combat.
And you want to, as far as I found, you want to equip the correct items to the correct person. Like some of them can only be equipped for certain people. Like Wheeljack. Wheeljack's the other one I'm trying to think of. Wheeljack is the only one that can use Wheeljack's wrenches.
Do you play? I'm trying to see if there's maybe. Oh yeah, here we go. Who's that? Who's the red guy? Not Optimus.
That's sideswipe, motherfucker.
That's Sideswipe. Okay.
Sideswipe.
Oh,
yes.
that looks fucking
He has
sick with
twin
those swords.
This guy is the most powerful guy that I have so far. Like,
Yeah.
or that I've seen so far. He knocks the shit out of enemies.
How many playable characters are there? Do you know?
There's Sideswipe, Bumblebee, Optimus, Wheeljack, and Grimlock later.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
think. Pretty sure Grimlock goes later.
I might check that if it is truly like a 6 to 10 hour game. I might actually spend like a day and
You
play
should
through
go
this.
go to the first hour of this highlight.
Okay, I'm
Go
here.
to the first hour of it.
All right, I'm here.
Keep moving back. Keep moving back.
Okay.
Because I want you to see. Oh, there's a highlight before this. Then I must have.
Oh, is this?
Maybe it quit or something? Because I want you.
This
to
might
see,
be
like, the first
day
fight.
2. Well, this is you fighting Megatron.
This is me fighting Megatron, but there's a better fight like at the very beginning.
Oh, okay. I'll go and find it here in a second.
Yeah, if there's thing anyway. Yeah, if you're a fan of Platinum games or a fan of Transformers, I suggest you get it. I love the shit out of it.
There you go. And it's
And
full $50.
The control is great. Yeah, it's $50.
Okay. What platforms? PC, PS4, Xbox One?
I got it on PC. I get
Okay.
everything on PC if possible.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
And
of course.
I think everybody's trying sort of moving towards that.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that looks great. I might have to check that out, or just watch a streamer play through it. Maybe just watch you so I can see all the cutscenes.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can just watch Zeke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm playing it later.
What was this? We cliffhangered it and then we didn't even answer it. You downloaded Destiny last night? Is that what you were saying?
Oh, you figured it out, did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I downloaded and I played it.
PS4, I hope.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What the
Because
fuck?
if you got an Xbox, you can't play with us.
Oh. I was just like, what the
I'm on
fuck?
PS4.
How else would he play it, you dumbass? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's not exclusive.
Rude.
Yeah, it's because the way that game was marketed, I still think it's a PS4 only game. Because
Right.
only thing you ever
They
see,
gave Sony way more money.
yeah, the only thing you ever see in promotional thing is PS4 or play this mission on PS4. It's very interesting how that worked out.
Well, we've needed a third for a while, Zeke, so
Yeah,
welcome.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah,
You, JP, and me?
yeah.
Yeah, JP sucks, man.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
carrying him around.
What class are you?
I'm a Titan. He's a
I'm a hunter.
hunter.
I'm a warlock.
Well, there you go. Just happened, guys. Dude,
I'm a
Zeke,
fucking storm caller.
Zeke,
No,
get
listen,
to 290. We'll do the raid.
I just like I played it for like 3-4 hours or whatever. I just boosted myself up. I'm not at 40 yet. I'm at 39, but I only have a little bit left to go. And
Okay, we'll get to 290, and then
yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm honestly like that's what I'm planning on doing, like on my time off and stuff like that. And then me, you, and him, we can do.
I want to do the raid.
We'll do raids and stuff. You bet.
I've already got kind of another crew to do the raids, but yeah, that
You what?
what?
You what, mate?
No, you're factored into that, but I just don't
I
fact.
fucking better be factored
Yeah.
into it.
I got people waiting in the wings because I used to play Destiny. They're like, that are probably just getting fucking pissed off right now that I'm even considering playing with you guys.
Nice.
Because like there are people I used to play with, like all the time, like Eddie Monster and like the Justice League. Like I used to play with those guys all the time, and I'm sure that anybody, if you guys don't worry, there's plenty of me to go around. Just let me just level up real quick.
Okay.
But yeah, I just need to get to 40 and get all my light situated and that kind of stuff. But I think I got some more story missions. But yes, I downloaded, played it, and I'm back in.
Cool. Glad to hear it. You've
Also, if we're still on me as far as
yes.
game,
I was gonna ask where do you want to go with this? You got 2 games.
Need like us in this call right here have got to try Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes.
Oh, new game. What's that one?
So I've heard. I only know about this through the Oculus experience.
Yep, but you can play it. I played it.
It's great
for a few hours over a Discord, the Discord call.
So how does it work? Does one person just get the instructions and the other person gets to see the bomb?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. Simple as that. But they have a manual, and the manual is super complicated, I guess. I haven't looked at it because I was always the one defusing the bomb.
All right, so they have a manual, and in the manual, there's like loads of hieroglyphs and rune symbols and stuff, and you need to know which ones the bomb is showing so you can decode it in a certain way. It's really elaborate, but obviously you can't see them. Only the guy defusing the bomb can see it, so he has to almost describe the rune symbols to you.
So that you're only seeing.
Try and make it work.
You're only seeing like one half the game right here.
Dying.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, in my ear, look at me. Someone was like, "Cut that wire," and it went, "Man," I was like, "Motherfuck, that is not the right." God damn it! And then the person reading the manual goes, "What? How could that not be right? You said red with a light and no star, right?" No, I said, "No, it had a light and a star. You're not listening to me."
Yeah, I've seen this game at PAX. I've seen this game at PAX for like 3 years in a row, and it started off, it was Oculus only, but I'm glad that they brought it to a platform where you don't need the Oculus.
Now hold on, what is the point of an Oculus only game?
Like well, I mean, that's what it was developed for.
So the idea behind the Oculus only game was they had a real physical binder.
Yeah.
With the instruction manual in, so you would be sat together on a couch, and you couldn't see the bomb. Only this guy could see the bomb, and he couldn't see the manual because he had an Oculus on his face. Yeah, and so you would. It was a couch game originally, and you would speak in the same room and try and decipher the bomb.
It was awesome.
I like it. That's cool.
You'd walk over to their booth, and they'd be playing. And every once in a while, you just hear like a fuck, and someone just like take off the thing. It's like, why didn't you fucking just say to cut that? Like great
couples just breaking up like clockwork at this booth, this indie booth.
And you learn like who works well with you, who you can shorthand with, because there are certain people like that I know from my channel that tried to defuse this bomb with me who we couldn't do it. But there are other people who I didn't expect. Like some of the best ones that I worked with that worked well with me were Jack LaFear and one Mr. Bean.
Jack LaFear.
Mr. Bean, those two guys are like very analytical, and we have a good shorthand, and we know it's like, all right, you want to, okay, there's a smiley face with a circle, there's an H with a hook at the end, and then there's a dog with a triangle head attached to a post. That's what the symbol looks like. It's like, got it. All right, you're gonna push this, then this, then this, then this. Got it. On to the next module. And each one of those squares, if it has something in it, is a different style of module to like snip wires or punch in numbers or anything like that.
Nice.
And I'm like only on the third. I don't know how many levels there are, but I'm only on like the third batch, like 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. Like I think I'm only on the third batch.
You can really ramp the difficulty up too. If you think it gets too easy, they have way harder modes and bombs.
Yeah. No, and they start fucking with you like during the game. Like they start doing distractions. Like if you look down in the left-hand corner, you see right there, there's a little corner of something.
Yeah.
That's a fucking alarm clock that will go off in the middle, like, man, like the old style.
Oh,
man,
fuck
man,
that.
Man, in the middle of you defusing a bomb.
And it stays there?
You can go and hit it. You can hit the snooze if you have time.
Yeah.
Or also, the lights will go off sometimes. Like the lights in the room will go off. They'll flicker off and then they'll flicker back on. So you got to wait. Like, cut the yellow wire. I don't know which one's yellow. The lights are off. And you got to wait for the lights to come back on before you can cut the yellow wire.
See, we need to get the couples doing this. Strippin and Dodger, when is your Keep Talking or Everyone Explodes?
Well, I know that
it will end us.
I know that Jesse Cox and Total Biscuit recorded it, and they're releasing their vid on Friday. So I think knowing how those two work together, that would probably be a pretty fucking comical pair.
JP, I want to see you and Ann play it.
That would be interesting. As me and Strippin, I think me and Strippin could do it. Me and Ann would probably kill each other. Me and Zeke would probably not work.
I think Strippin would get fed up with you.
I think Cohen and I would work well.
Yeah, we would have
Cohen would work well, yeah.
JP, you and I.
Yeah.
we would have a lover's quarrel
For sure.
mid-diffusing.
We should.
All
yeah.
of a sudden, like stories from the wedding in Final Fantasy come up, and you guys are just yelling at each other over decisions.
I saw
sure.
you with the cat boy.
We should do it. It might be fun. How much is the game? And is it early access right now, or where do you? Or is it available?
I don't know how much it is because I gotta
Got a code for it? Oh yeah, Lice just went out.
And
Nice.
oh my god, if they're watching out there, if you guys are watching, the don't keep talking people out there. If you guys are watching, I'm sorry, I played it for about 20 minutes while I was still under embargo and I didn't know. That was my bad. That was my bad.
So Zeke, tell us a retrospective of your time on Twitch. How did you enjoy it? No.
Yeah, I know, right? They tweeted at me. They're like, hey Zeke, the embargo is not lifted until tomorrow. So if you could not play it until then, we'd appreciate it. And I was like, oh my god, my bad. They're like, no, we were watching, just glad you enjoyed it.
Someone's
that
saying
is really cool then, dude.
Immediately, like in the middle of a bomb, like people were like tweeting at me like, the guys are saying don't play it. And I was like, what? And I went to Twitter, I was like, oh shit. I was like, we're in the middle of a bomb, but I gotta stop right now. Like now. I'm sorry.
Not only is that totally cool, but it was in their authority to go to Twitch, and Twitch could have shut down your stream.
Yeah, they could have just
They
DMC'd
went
their stream.
to do that, and it was like, hey, if you don't mind, that speaks volumes of them. That's cool.
Oh yeah, they were
That's
totally
really
cool.
cool.
They were totally cool about it, and
Yeah.
I think they knew that I wasn't doing that on purpose.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's good though. That's good.
But no, I went because I'm trying to institute like an indie Sunday, like hopefully like on Sundays I'll just go through like playing, like remember in the Intel competition we played games every hour or whatever.
Yeah, I still get people to talk about that.
Tons of indie games from developers that like hey, we got a new game, here's a code. They do that for, I'm sure, for a lot of streamers, and you get it in your email. And like I went through one day and I went through all my emails and put through like 15-20 different like little indie title codes, and I went through and played them, and I was like, okay, I played this one for an hour, I get the idea of it, not my thing, it's a roguelike, yada yada, blah blah blah. And then there every once in a while, like I hit upon one called Belladonna, which is just a point and click.
That's the one I saw you playing.
Yeah, point and click puzzly story based adventure, and it was short, but it was fantastic.
Zeke, you're doing this every Sunday now?
That's what I'm planning on doing, indie Sundays.
That'd be
Cool.
good.
That's a really cool concept, dude.
Yeah.
And I bet you after you've done that for a couple weeks and developers start seeing that the amount of emails you get are going to skyrocket.
Yeah, enjoy all those emails, buddy, because your fucking inbox is going to get spam. It's going to be PAX Prime on crack
That's
emails.
awesome. But that's the kind of thing that could lure in
like,
some really great opportunities.
Well, coming into that, no, I didn't know a damn thing about Belladonna. I didn't know anything about No Time to Explain, which I played. I didn't know anything about Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. I had no idea that was like an embargo thing, and I didn't know it was the game that you guys were talking about from Oculus. What was the other one I played? I played Dungeon Souls. I played that roguelike.
Wait, is that the side-scrolling one?
No. Okay. That's a different one. I'm playing that one this next week.
So the game unlocks on October 8th in 21 hours on Steam, so you can pick it up there. And it's called Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, and they don't have a price point to it, so I don't know how much it's going to cost. At least on Steam. I'm sure that's announced somewhere else. Does not say on their site, so I don't know how much it's going to be.
Yep. Well, I'm assuming, and maybe it's wrong to assume this, but I'm assuming like most of the games, it's like because they're really small developers and that kind of stuff. I'm assuming that there's going to be a lot of them. It's going to be a little bit like Action 52. It's going to be like, oh, another space shooter, oh, another roguelike, oh, another this, oh, another that, like because they're easy to make and stuff like that. But every once in a while, you'll pop into one that like really like intrigues you. Like the writing, the reason why I like Belladonna so much is because you pick up these letters, these journal entries throughout the thing, and it tells the entire story. And I love like reading that, voice acting, that kind of stuff. I had a blast playing it. It was only like, it was a pretty short game, but it was fun all the way through.
So they actually,
I would have never played it.
I'm still on. I'm still exploring the site. They actually have. You can download the entire manual in PDF form from their site.
Yeah, no, it's in PDF form.
Yeah,
that's how you do it.
Well, I think when you buy the game on Steam, it's like digitally, or maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
No. Only one person has to have the game. The bomb manual person does not.
Oh, so they could just print out the PDF. Oh,
They go to bombmanual.com.
Oh man, imagine. So here's a great thing to do. Imagine if you had like a Discord and you had subscribers and you had a sub day, and then you just played how to defuse a bomb and you just brought subs in one by one and they had you defuse the bomb. Like that'd be great.
Exactly. Well, I did
Yeah,
that
Just
when I
lose your rag halfway through. Just
Yeah.
exactly what I did with my mods. Like I went through like I think I had 6 different mods. Like and I just wanted to test it out. I usually test games out with my mods just to see like if it'll be conducive for subs to do. But yes, that is definitely on the list of things to do. Is get subs in there helping me defuse bombs and stuff.
That'd be cool. I wonder that game might have a presence on Twitch, like a very niche presence on Twitch. That'd be cool to see.
Because it'd be different every time. Different
Exactly.
people would make a completely different experience. Hey, real quick before we move on from this, Zeke, you remember that Dark Souls side-scrolling game? Some people are asking, do you remember the name of that by any chance?
Which one are you talking about? Because there's been so
There's this
fucking many.
new side-scroll game coming out that's based on Dark Souls. Like it's
Oh,
designed to be brutal, have a big world.
I think
that
it's
you
Dungeon
go
Souls.
around and bosses.
No, it's
What was
not
it?
Dungeon Souls. No, Dungeon Souls is something different. I know what you're talking about, but I can't fucking remember the name.
I think it's
Because-
Dark something.
Because they all have the stupid same name with Dark or Souls in it.
Death's Gambit.
Gambit.
There we go. Death's
Death-
Gambit. I think that's it.
Gambit.
I think
see.
that's it. That game looks
Yes.
I'm immediately interested in that. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
Death
No, have
Gambit
you seen
looks
this?
really-
It looks great. It's being
I
put out
haven't
by
seen
Adult
it.
Swim. Look at this. I can't full screen this because it looks stupid.
Mhm.
There you go. So it's that.
Yeah. This is a game that I am really looking forward to. Like the developers really are putting a lot of time into it, and they're pretty serious about recreating the experience in a 2D format, which is really cool. Like you can tell they're not just trying to come up with some hype game to make money. Like they're really pouring heart and soul into this game. So
Oh
Should be
wow,
good.
look at that.
Yeah, then you can like climb the guy. Like that's the level
Oh,
of things you climb the guy.
I love any game with giant fucking monsters.
See, look, he's
I'm
climbing it.
in. Anytime there's giant monsters, I'm in.
Oh,
Looks
this looks
sick, right?
amazing.
yeah.
Wow.
great.
It's also supposed to be as a Dark Souls type game. It's supposed to be really fucking hard.
When
Yeah,
when
that's
come out-
actually the reason they call it Dark Souls. Is
Yeah,
because they're
yeah.
looking to get the challenge and the just overall difficulty. That's really all they're going for in terms of like being like Dark Souls. They're doing their own complete world, own mechanics. Obviously, it's 2D, so that changes everything. So yeah, it should be inspiring.
There's a really cool niche market for like incredibly hard but rewarding games.
Yeah, there are. Yeah.
And I'm a big fan.
Did you ever
Oh,
go and watch your better half play through Jotun or however you fucking pronounce it?
I didn't because every time she would stream it, I would get people. Sorry, I'm about to get arrested. I would get people coming over and saying she's the saltiest she's ever been. Don't
Dude,
go over there.
she got fucking real pissed.
I texted her. I was like, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "I literally blacked out in rage."
Yeah. No, I've never seen Dodger stand up in the middle of her stream and just walk away.
Why was she mad?
Because the game was just super frustratingly
playing,
hard. She was playing Jotun. Didn't you play that?
You're talking about Jotun?
Yeah,
Jotun.
Jotun.
That's that new kind of isometric.
People have been asking me if
Survival
I want to play
thing,
that all
right?
the time.
Yeah, it's hard. I
Yeah,
think she was on the second to last boss. and
Never
almost
seen
kept
her that
destroying
angry
her.
before. It terrified me.
Yeah, here's
Is it horror?
So much rage in such a small thing.
it's this. It's pretty
It looks
cool.
incredible.
It's
but
interesting
apparently,
because it's Dark Souls, but your character is so small and everything else is so big that like a lot of the difficulty is traveling large spaces in a small amount of time and getting out of things, just because of how like zoomed out the game is. Because you're like 1/200th the side of the screen, and you're having to react to things that are much larger than you. And that's why when I was watching her play, that's why it was so fucking difficult. She kept
I wasn't
dying
aware
so
it was
quick.
that difficult. Now I'm all of a sudden.
She was
a lot more-
fighting this guy right here, this boss. That was the boss that she was fighting for like 2 hours. It was just raging like a motherfucker. It was great. You should watch it.
Assuming you're somewhat decent at these games, not that I am, but what's the length of that game like?
I have no idea. I know that she was on the second to last boss, and I think she started that day. Chat would probably tell us better.
No,
Oh,
she's done a couple of streams. I think it's about 10 hours in total she's put into it
Okay, well there you go. Yeah,
to get to that boss.
there you go.
I don't know her skill level.
Right,
in
right.
the game.
She's
And
played
I
Dark
can't
Souls
say-
and stuff like
I can't
that,
say
though.
she's not great because I'll get destroyed.
Yeah, you'll get shit on. I probably
Yeah.
can't say that either. So, but she's played Dark Souls and things like that before as well, so she has
Yeah.
some experience in that.
Yeah, she
genre.
has some experience.
People are saying 6-7 hours. I did a full playthrough in 9 hours. Says avoid the night.
Oh, did we talk
9 to 5.
Vermintide yet?
No, I was going to ask you guys. We talked about that last week a little bit. You guys went off and played it. I still haven't tried it yet. They brought it back on Monday, and I think took it down the Thursday last week when we were trying to play.
Vermintide is doing the opposite of Evolve.
Oh, where they're restricting it enough?
It's the windows are driving me crazy. Like it's like they
wait, is it down again?
By the time you actually know the beta's open, it's already closed.
Is it down again?
Yeah. Oh, it's down. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if
it's
it's down
gone
again
now,
now,
JP.
but
I didn't play it yesterday.
I knew this was another 3-day. This is like the last one, so it was another 3. I don't. Is it down right now? I don't know. But
That's what Strippin just said it was.
Dude, I would have been all over that if it wasn't for Star Wars. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we gave a good opinion on it last week, so I don't know if we need to spend. Zeke, did you touch it before last week?
Vermintide?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We don't need to spend too much time on it. I
So
know you
right
guys.
now, I thought it ended at 5. It's 10 now.
Oh.
Oh, it is open right now. Oh, cool.
Okay. I know you guys both had a really good time with it. I haven't checked it out. I saw a bunch of streamers playing it. They all seem to have a good time with it. So.
Well, once I found out, like, I like betas and all. I probably won't go back to it because until it comes out like full release or whatever, because they wipe everything, and I hate that. I hate like working. I understand. I don't get me wrong. I completely understand why they want to do that. No, I mean, no, not their bad or anything. But I played the beta. Beta's great, but if I don't get to keep my shit, like I'll play it for a few hours like I did, and then I'll just leave it until it comes back out again. And I can keep the shit that I worked for. Also, oh my God. Also, 3 times in a row, beta, it's a beta. Let me just say that. Beta. It's a beta. Crashed right as I was gonna get my reward for beating.
You want to talk about a game that's
Dude,
so fucking. I was like, time to roll the dice. Bam! I was like, ah!
So Zeke, let's hear. I want to talk about something, and then we'll go to Guild Wars because I won't spend too much time on this. You know, talking about games that crash that shouldn't. This is a game that's been out since November 14th of last year. We're playing through on Legendary. We get to the end of one of the levels in Halo 2.
Here we go.
In Halo 2. We've probably been playing that level for, I don't know, maybe 2 hours. We get to the end. It crashes about 5 minutes from being complete. This is a Xbox One game, Master Chief Collection, Halo 2. It crashes. The thing about it is, that's not that big of a deal, except you can't load into a game and resume a checkpoint. You have to start from the beginning of the level. And so we lost. This happened multiple times in Halo 2. So much so that we're not even sure we're going to play it in the fucking franchise playthrough. Because there's no other way to play co-op of Halo 2. You have to play on the Master Chief Collection. And a year after fucking release, it's such a buggy piece of shit that it will just randomly disconnect you from the person you're playing with. No, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to be like, well, let's play through that entire thing again.
shit, that sucks.
I don't even understand like how that has not been fixed or addressed.
I will point out that JP used this as an excuse to finish his 24-hour stream at the 20-hour mark.
Dude, when it crashes 3 times and you're 20 hours away and you've already been up 27 hours, fuck that.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm not going to play for another 4 hours on something that won't mean anything.
Guy. You never made it.
I'm calling bullshit on that with you. I'm with you, Strip. I think that's
Thanks,
bullshit.
man. I'm just saying.
That's a cop out.
It's a 24-hour live stream.
You gotta do another one.
You're like,
saying,
you guys are worse than Diction with this brand shit.
Dude, I've had to end 24s early. I'm
the thing is that you guys think that I'm actually not getting upset with that, but that really pisses me off when people do that shit. So let's move on.
20 hours?
Let's move on, because I'll just fucking hang up and end drop frames right now. I'm actually fucking serious. I'm dead fucking serious. You can see by the red in my face.
Dude, I feel I was watching it crash on you. And it was horrible.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
Fucking horrible.
It was
horrible for me watching too, because they had like.
Well, that's the other thing too, is like we've been playing for 2 hours.
You get there, and then it was just like, all right, we got to start again.
Yeah. That was the frustrating part. That's why I just said fuck it.
I'm just giving you shit.
I know. I couldn't stay awake at that point because I'd been up for so long, with also doing role play in there as well. So I was done. It was a fucking nightmare, and I don't even know when we're gonna play that. So fuck the Master Chief Collection. Why are you playing Guild Wars 2?
Why?
Yeah.
So, obviously we were talking about, planning being a good part of streaming.
Mm-hmm.
The Guild Wars 2 expansion is coming out at the end of the month. The Heart of Thorns expansion is supposed to be really good. So I figured I would level the character up to max level, and then I can try it out when the expansion hits.
Oh, there we go.
So that's what I've been doing. I made a mesmer. They like specialize in creating clones of themselves. So on the battlefield, they don't know which one's you. Like 6 clones, and I've just PvP'd pretty much. I made like a community. The game's free to play, so
that's right. The game went free to play a long time ago.
The game's free to play. So I made a community, and loads of my viewers they made characters, and we jumped in and we made a guild, and we've been having some fun in the world PvP and stuff. So yeah, I mean it's just one of those things. I just wanted to try the expansion, so I thought I might as well stream myself leveling up to 80 and playing the game.
Did you play on launch?
I did play on launch, but like I was one of those people that I played on launch, and I was so excited to reach endgame.
You didn't reach it?
I reached max level in like 3-4 days.
And they had nothing, right?
There was only like a handful of us that even got there, and there was nothing. Yeah. There was nothing because like they just weren't ready for people to do that.
So what have they added to the game since you've played?
I burnt myself out, and I just stopped playing. There's just tons of stuff. Like there's so much stuff.
Like there's no raid yet, right? That's what the expansion's bringing.
No, the raids are coming with the expansion. Yeah.
Okay.
How long has it been out?
A long time.
2 years? I think 2 years, 3 years.
It's been out a long time and no raid.
Well, they've added like story chapters, like mini DLCs.
No, that came out in 2000. That came out August 28th, 2012.
The big thing with Guild Wars 2, though, is it is fundamentally designed for a large-scale PvP game. And they do have, like, instancing and stuff. And they had that back when I played, 10 hours a day every day for 6 months.
There's only, like, 3 mega servers in the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so, yeah.
You played a lot of it, Co, at launch?
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, I that's actually CohhCarnage. But I led a guild in there for about 6 months. We played every night for hours and hours and hours. We were on a server called Stormbluff Isle, and there was the best server in the game, hands down, bar none, which was called Henge of Denravi at the time. Like we were a very strong second, but they were so far ahead from first that it was just like we just hung on every week. Like it was ridiculous. But it was some of the better PvP I played in an MMO back on release.
I think
it had a huge slew of problems though that they didn't fix quick enough, and unfortunately a lot of like the big players and big guilds left in the first 6 months, which was really unfortunate. But for a free-to-play game, not only do I recommend Guild Wars 2 for anyone that's like, hey, I want to play an MMO, what should I try Guild Wars 2. Because if you like it, it's really quality. And with Heart of Thorns coming out, especially if you're a streamer, huge opportunity. There are not a lot of Guild Wars 2 streamers. There are a few that are planning to go back, some bigger streamers. But right now, like it is.
Yeah, there really aren't any streamers at all. We're playing on the Henge of Denravi server, if anyone's interested.
Bastard.
Is that your enemy? Am I your enemy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're playing on Henge of Denravi. So, I mean, it's been fun. It's been fun. Just the fact that it's free and everyone can, like, jump in with me and play.
Yeah, the dancing is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, the dancing is fucking hilarious. I didn't know about any of this stuff.
They have, like, group dances, right? Where you can...
Yeah, so, like, someone can start dancing and then you can type a command and you basically sync your dance to theirs and it, like, counts down and then you, like, step in. So you can do, like, flash dances and stuff.
Oh my god!
I've seen like conga lines and all kinds. It's ridiculous. And throughout the game, they've put like loads of jumping puzzles as well. With the end, like huge.
Those were the hardest thing.
Puzzles.
Yeah, those were some of the hardest at the launch.
Yeah, we were doing on stream. I think there was maybe about 50. I had about 50 viewers with me, and we were all trying to do this jumping puzzle and get to the end, and it was just frustrating.
We had people that would give their account information to other people so they could do the jumping puzzles for them. There were some really tough ones in that game. Jesus. Like you will sit there for a good hour or two trying to work your way through it, especially if you don't know which way to go. Like it is, yeah, they're fun. I really like those.
Speaking of jumping puzzles, like that's why like a couple of my friends wanted me to get back into Destiny because I guess in the raid.
Yeah, there's a lot of jumping stuff.
Oh yeah, the raid is just, yeah.
Yeah, and even the final boss, it's like there's one of the core mechanics is jumping. So, what is the what? You won't do that. Don't worry. What is the Also, can I just say that looks like Warrior Tier 6 on this guy with the jack-o'-lantern helmet? It looks exactly like Warrior Tier 6 from World of Warcraft. I'm just saying. Now he's fucking invisible.
Right? Because more pixels.
Do what?
But bad, because at least double the pixels are in that game.
Maybe. Yeah, you might be right. I don't know. It's a different art style. It looks very similar though. So are you already max level or no?
No, I started 3 days ago. I'm 63. I'm nearly level 80. I'm level 63. But I've been mostly just doing PvP. So I've been leveling slowly while doing PvP. Because, I mean, PvP is really where the game shines.
Sure.
PvE content isn't really its strong point. But like the huge scale War v War stuff you do, World v World, sorry. There's like a huge kingdom and like there'll be literally 3 servers. And you battle for conquest of like keeps and points. And it's literally like 60 on 60 PvP bouts. It's crazy.
Strippin, how is activity these days?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's still pretty good. I'm like every time
you go into the field, there's always stuff going on.
Yeah. It's been really good. Obviously like if you go to a more active mega server, there's a lot more people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to like a less populated one because I wanted people to be able to come in and join and not queue up and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, it's been fun.
Cool. And the expansion comes out at the end of October, you said?
I believe so, yeah.
Are they putting in, is that the expansion that also has like the guild halls in it or whatever that you can unlock?
I think it ready. Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Okay. Because I know that.
Yeah, because I got a guild hall item when I pre-ordered it, so I'm assuming.
Because
if there's not a guild hall and I got a guild hall item, I'm going to be real pissed.
Maybe I'm misremembering, but isn't like the raid where the raid's like something you clear out of a cave and then the guild can like claim that cave or something like that? Is that?
Yeah, so like to get a guild house, you have to actually do like a raid and like clear the area of monsters, and then you can have the land.
Oh,
so
okay.
You have to actually, your guild has to actually work together to like
progress
and like get a guild house basically.
And these are like tough raids, like
yeah.
Someone was streaming. I can't remember who it was that was streaming it, but they were like stuck on the first boss for like 5 hours, and they like
was that from the alpha or something or the beta?
Okay, that's
because they basically integrated 4 days of the beta into the game, so you could actually try out all the class and stuff that are available in the beta, and it wasn't like a separate client; it was in the game client.
That's cool. That's a good
so
way of
people
doing
just trying stuff out.
Well, I gotta say, man, like, because I played it for the first year when it came out, and then I really didn't pick it up too much. I streamed it like 1 or 2 times, but then at TwitchCon, I actually got brought in to do an hour and a half of new content. So I actually streamed Guild Wars 2 from TwitchCon, and I got to play a Revenant for a while. I got to play with one of their top PvPers.
Is Revenant the new class?
The new PvP stuff. It was really fun. It was a blast. But man, have they changed it since I played. Like there was we didn't even have specs when I played. And now every class has multiple different specs and like all sorts of different things. And I mean, I didn't know that. You could lose months in that game if you got invested, like just months. Huh. I'm almost kind of hesitant. Like that's one of the reasons, to be perfectly blunt, I'm not really looking at Heart of Thorns right now because I know that I'd probably like it, and it's like I got all this other stuff planned, and that would be trouble. So
I've been showing is
MMO, dude. It's a good time to play Guild Wars 2. All
I've shown is just fucking dancing. I just realized after this entire segment. What is? Oh, this is the PvP stuff right here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably, if you're gonna raid, Sam, let me know. I'll definitely watch because I'm interested how the raiding's gonna work when you only have 10 abilities per class.
So there's no healers, there's no tanks,
but everyone can heal.
Yeah, everyone can heal themselves. So you have to, and you have dodging. So literally, it's completely different.
So it's
from a conventional MMO.
That could either be really good or really bad.
Dude, right? The dodging aspect, that will be the difference between your party winning and losing a lot of times, is every single person taking the littlest amount of damage possible by timing their dodges perfectly. I mean, like when we were doing, they put these things in at the end of when I was playing called fractals. And you would actually, I don't know if they still have those, but you would move through them and they get harder and harder. And it got to the point where there were ground mechanics that would one-shot you in fights that lasted over
spikes would just come out of the ground.
So it's like you were having to deal damage as fast as possible. It was a timed fight while dodging these mechanics. And if you even got tapped by one of them, that was basically a party wipe.
Apparently they're putting a druid in the expansion, which is a healer. So there is going to be like a little bit of healing and a couple of taunts and stuff. But for the most part, yeah, you're still just rolling around, trying to stay alive.
To be fair, if it was only self-healing and only like not really a tank and it was all singular focused in a raid, that would be one of the most upsetting things when you cause a wipe because you have to rely on what is the raid size? Do you know?
Well, it's more small group instance.
I think
right
it's
now.
8 to 10. I think.
Still, even 8 to 10 players, that's a lot. That's 8 to 10 people that could fuck up. Would
Well,
just
I
be
mean, when you're
infuriating.
coming from games that you can have 40 plus in similar raids, it's
Yeah.
But yeah, 8 to 10 is like a blessing sometimes. But
Sure.
yeah, I mean, there's no question that even with 10 people,
They're gonna be
now
10,
to be honest, I didn't do the 10-person raids, but even with that, I'm sure they're pretty difficult. And Strippin,
Cool.
have you done any of those yet?
The raids?
Yeah, the 10-persons and stuff.
Oh no, the beta
Are
ended.
those all coming with
at
HOT?
the weekend. Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
so the 10s are not in right now.
I honestly don't know. I've literally just been playing through the game, doing PvP and stuff. I haven't even experienced the end game stuff yet. So
Cool.
More
more
well,
to come.
you're gonna be playing more of this month. So if you guys want more Guild Wars 2,
I'm probably gonna play some after the show. Actually,
nice. Well, there you go. Go watch Strippin play Guild Wars 2. I think we've talked about. Is there anything else besides Battlefront that you guys want to bring up game wise?
I think it's that time.
I just got done with Resident Evil.
Do we have to bring up Battlefront at
A
all?
hot new game.
Yes, we do.
No, we
indeed.
don't.
We do
Really?
indeed. Look, some of us had a good time with it, man. I'm also
I love
interested
it.
to hear why you didn't, because I saw you last night having a terrible time with it.
He's down. He's out for the count.
We'll bring back Destiny. I swear.
No. It's all right. Go ahead.
Oh, good. Then I can get some rest.
I'll just.
So Battlefront, I think, first off, it was very interesting yesterday how it how easy it was for people to get codes. I think EA should get a thumbs up from streamers for that, because pretty much every streamer that I think wanted it got a code yesterday through some means.
Yeah.
I saw people in there that typically would never ever get something early like that, and they were in there. And so I was like, well, either EA's doing really good or the codes are just not hard to get, or I don't know what was going on, but there was a lot of people playing it yesterday and also today. I'll just switch over to the actual gameplay. But
I think a lot of it was they gave out the codes they wanted, and then they realized that there wasn't enough traffic on the client for people to get into games. When they saw people started having trouble getting into games, then they started giving out more codes.
yeah,
Dude,
because
I didn't get a
Was the
code
gist
for that.
I had.
I had to get a code from a viewer. Many of my stream teams got codes from viewers.
really, see, I didn't know, because a lot of people that like I said, normally don't see getting early codes got in. So if you got them from viewers, then maybe we don't give any appreciation to EA.
Dude, I think almost everyone. We had I think 7 to 10 keys donated by viewers, and then
Nice.
we went to the stream team and got everyone hooked up there that needed it, and then we ended up getting some to I think we got one to Cobalt and Silent and those guys. But I mean, we couldn't find them. I tweeted the main account 3 or 4 times and nothing.
Huh.
So yeah,
I think it was a really weird one. It was do you know the right people? Yes or no? Here's your code.
Yeah, and I think
Like-
that's kind of how it normally is. For the
I
most
got
part, but
mine from a staffer.
from a staff member at EA.
Which staffer?
Yeah. Wait.
They-
Twitch
they gave-
staffer or?
Yeah, no. To see Tino's comment, they also gave us quite a few codes to help distribute to broadcasters.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, maybe it wasn't as good as I thought.
Wait, really? Do you guys have? I mean, I know a lot of people still looking for them. Are they still giving them out to partner streamers?
Well, we're not going to sit here and wait for a response from.
Ah,
I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that.
You got some from EA, JP. I got some from EA.
Yeah, and those were already delegated before, so I think
Yeah.
I got 4 or 5 or something. But I had been talking to them for 3 weeks. So
Yeah, I got an email in the middle of the day, and they'd sent me one too and stuff. So
See,
I
I
think
never
they
got-
were actually looking out for people.
yeah, I never got a proper email from them. It was literally just here's a code.
Oh, all the PC codes are gone. Bummer. Oh, I guess open beta's tomorrow, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people can
that's
just play tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, the actual game. Let's talk about the actual game. What'd you guys think? Whoever wants to jump in
Dude,
first.
It's Battlefield with Star Wars on top of it, with, in my opinion, just enough fresh stuff to make it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
See, I liked half of that statement.
It's
Which
I
half?
like the Star Wars half.
yeah.
The Battlefield half can go fuck itself.
I gotta be honest, dude. If you're not a Battlefield fan, if you've played the other Battlefields and you're like, this is not for me, I'm sure there's people out there, but I'd say you're much less inclined to like Battlefront.
Yeah.
Because it feels like Battlefield.
It feels like Battlefield in the sense that it's large epic battles, but I feel like it's much more arcadey than proper Battlefield, and that's maybe where I'll disagree. Because
What
it's
makes
so
you say
much more fast paced. There's there's always action. You can spawn and just be immediately into a fight. In Battlefield, it was never really like that. At least in Battlefield, when I think Battlefield, I think Battlefield 2. Maybe it's like that in Battlefield 4.
Well, wait, okay. I guess I should be a bit more. The mechanics are. It feels like when you're playing it, it feels like Battlefield is what I should say. Like the actual layout and maps and stuff are definitely a little bit different, and not necessarily better, to be honest. Like some of the places they put the power ups and the spawn points that they do, especially on that assault map, are just. I don't know, man.
Is this the assault map or is that the lava map?
That's the assault map.
This is the assault map. Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like people say, like I'm seeing chat right now saying it's not Battlefield. I played Battlefield 4 for like months and months and months and months. And for me, I mean, no question. I mean, it's Star Wars. There's lasers and stuff. But the brass tacks, man. I mean, it plays and feels
like Battlefield 4 to me. Yeah. And I have a lot of friends that still play Battlefield 4 to this day, and they also said it feels.
To be honest, Battlefield...
Specifically Battlefield 4, though.
Battlefield 4 was kind of a flop for a lot of people, so that's maybe why we feel... why everyone in the chat is feeling that way, and myself. Like, I didn't play... I think I did, like, a 24-hour stream of Battlefield and never touched it again. Battlefield 4. But for, like, 2, I played, like, 1,000+ hours of that game back when I was...
I think the only difference is the spawning system is in a Battlefield game, you spawn away from the action.
People, yeah.
And in this game, literally, if a team pushes up too quick... You are spawning like in and around
behind you. It's kind of bad, honestly.
It will spawn I can't tell if that's a bug, man.
So it feels like it's faster paced because you're constantly in the action. Because you will actually spawn and there'll be a guy in front of you who's an enemy.
Yeah.
The thing that's weird, man, like especially when you get up to the points that are in the center of the assault map, there was a point when I spawned, and on the other end of the hallway, I was looking down. I saw an enemy player spawn.
Yeah.
And I immediately killed him, and he immediately said something in chat about being spawn killed. And I was like, how is this like how it's supposed to work? Literally spawning in eyesight of each other? It just I don't know. And then the other thing I was talking about, to be a bit more exact, the power-ups. Like the rebel side is notoriously less powerful on the assault map. Yeah, and if you look at the power-up layout, the Imperials start and all of their power-ups are in front of them.
Yeah, there's like 4 ATST things right in front of them.
The rebels have to push up to get their power-ups. Right. They're already at a disadvantage because they don't have ATSTs and AT-ATs. And it's like they have to work to get it. And there were so many times when I would spawn and every power-up I could see, I'd like run across open field to get to. And they were in turrets and all sorts of shit. Just completely destroying you.
A question for you, Cohh, because me and Strippin and our crew never won a Rebels game yesterday. I tuned into you guys afterwards and I saw you guys had like 9 of the Y-Wings on the first thing.
Yep, I played with Summit and Elo and Bikeman yesterday.
And this is a serious question.
Me and Summit were partnered. Elo and Bikeman were partnered. We were all talking in TeamSpeak. We were hitting the objectives. The second those shields went down on the AT-ATs, we would start, like, everyone would save up their rockets and shit for them and get in turrets before they came. Like, we had to work for those wins. The second win we got, I ended up getting a tow cable on one of the things.
Yeah, like, see, I did that and we didn't even win.
With a tow cable. I flipped out. That was some of the most fun I've ever
really cool.
But game. I was like a little kid, man.
The mini game was really dumb for that thing.
It's super dumb.
It's super dumb. You have to keep the mouse on the
balance. Yeah, for those that don't know, this like when you're in the little speeder, you hit 3 to prime your harpoon, and then if you get close enough to the legs, you hit 4 to fire it. Well, at that point, the only thing you do is move your mouse up and down on a little mini game slider on the right side of the screen. And here's where it gets bad. Today I saw a guy get a harpoon in, does 1 rotation around it, his ship runs right into a wall. And I was
because it was too close.
That is like that is
because once you start, you have no control.
On his side, he was like, "I got a harpoon.
Yeah, that's what happened yesterday. Like, I got a harpoon on one of them, and like we were all freaking out because we finally killed one, and then it was like, all right, I'm gonna do the harpoon on the second one, and it's like game over, or like, or it says defeat.
You harpooned it, and you were 2 trips round it. He was 2 trips round it, nothing interfering. Like we were about to win, and I guess the time ran out, and
because Cohh, I think you know more about it than we do. You have as much time as you have Y-Wings attacking it, correct?
Okay, the way that it works, you capture the points. When they complete, you get a Y-Wing.
Right, every time the rotation goes around.
When you get to the different, there's 3 different points during the map that the Y-Wings will come in. They come in, they hit each of them once, which takes their shields down, and then after a set amount of time, if you have more, they'll come in and keep the shields down. A good way to think about it is just a timer.
Right.
So the more Y-wings you have, the more time you'll have when you get to the. But here's where it gets messed up. If you get a whole bunch of Y-wings, like 11, the walkers don't stop. Like the game doesn't slow down when the walkers get hit. So every second the shields are down in the second phase is time that you can't capture and get more Y-wings.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, man. I really feel like that game mode needs some work, to be honest.
Yeah,
There's just
like,
too much about it that
It
just
feels
doesn't-
so one-sided.
it does.
So
It's really hard for Rebels to win. A lot of people were
Rebels
saying
need a ground unit, man. They need an ATST or an AT-AT. They need something that they can get in quickly and take out those ATST.
when I played, and maybe this is going to get me in trouble. When I played back in a long time ago, there was something that the Rebels had. They had the rocket launcher power-ups, and there was more of them. So you could, like, the ATSTs weren't difficult to take down when they got out of control.
Well, here's another big thing to consider. We're capping out at level 5.
That's true.
Apparently,
yeah.
that the plan is to make it so your character can be spec'd kind of like a class in Battlefield 4, where you can really make it good at one thing. We have nothing yet in our characters that can do anything to vehicles.
No, that's not true. You have, the ion
except
grenade.
the
Yeah.
ion blast cards and stuff.
No,
And
the ion
honest,
grenade does
Do they do a lot?
60%. They do 60% to the ATSTs. Yeah, they do a lot.
60?
And they blow up the second that it comes in contact. So if you throw one out there, I killed like 7 or 8 of them towards the end
How
of
much
yesterday's
damage do those
gameplay.
do to the AT-ATs when the shields are down?
You can't
You
reach.
can't really reach them because it's a grenade that you have to be super. Maybe like the one that spawns on the inland. Do what?
You couldn't just throw it at their legs?
You could do it to the one that spawns on like the right side, but not the one that spawns all the way left to the
I
far
see what you're
out.
saying.
Yeah. So I think technically you could, yeah, but like it's easier to kill the ATSTs once I got that grenade.
See, I was using primarily the ion cannon power up. I don't even know if I've used the grenades yet, so I'm gonna have to check that out more. But that would be huge.
Yeah, the
I
grenades
mean,
are good.
if nothing else for the ATSTs, because those are brutal with those little like
Also,
rapid
Dude, they
fire
fucking
grenade
destroy
launchers.
everything, dude. I went like 38-7 yesterday because I got into one of those things. It was just unkillable, and no one had the grenades unlocked because it was like the first hour. And so you were just a god. You were more powerful than fucking Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker walking around on the map in like the ATSTs.
Speaking of which, man,
stop you.
love the hero power ups.
yeah,
They're pretty
great.
cool. They're pretty cool. There's definitely moments where it happened yesterday to us where like we'll go inside the little like the inside of the hangar, and you'll turn a corridor and you'll see like Darth Vader sitting at the end of it, and you're just like, oh fuck. You just like bolt,
just
you
turn
bolt
around
the
and
opposite way. Yeah.
So I gotta ask Zeke, is for someone that doesn't play Battlefield games, that doesn't like it. You're a Star Wars fan, right?
I love it. Yeah, I like Star Wars. Yeah.
So that isn't enough to carry the game for you. Have you played it yet?
I did. No, it has everything to do with completely. It is absolutely no fun for me to play a game that I have like no skill in. Like I can, it's a competitive game. It's PvP,
Right.
competitive game. If there's absolutely no chance of me winning at all, it just stops being fun. Like I can't. I'm so unskilled, and just eons behind everybody else who plays these games like Battlefield or Call of Duty or any FPS that's primarily PvP. It stops being fun, and I should not have cast it at all because you can totally see like the sour ass. I'm just getting crushed, just getting creamed
that Star
over and
Trooper
over
aim.
and over again.
Yeah, the Star Trooper aim. Stormtrooper, not
and that's the thing.
Storm.
Like I got pretty good with Destiny.
yeah.
Like I started like getting more and more skilled. Like I was getting like
Storm.
seconds and thirds and stuff like that. Playing that, but
See-
the FPS with the keyboard mouse for some reason like I don't get it yet.
And I feel like
And I haven't. And I'm so far behind that it would take so long for me to catch up to anybody. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I feel
Fair
like
enough, dude.
also
Fair enough.
people are going to have that same issue. Maybe not. I think Zeke's thing is, he, like you said, he's done like PvP. But if you play for the first time playing this game, if you play the Rebel side, you're probably a 90% chance just going to get fucking rocked the entire time because of how hard it is to win as Rebels. So I really wonder how that's going to affect people's opinion of the game when that's their first experience of just getting fucking destroyed. Because it is... I don't think we could say it's imbalanced, but like it's very We played for 6 hours yesterday and never won as the Rebels. And I think you guys won twice.
We won twice in a row.
Yeah, yeah.
But again, it took a lot of learning the map and a lot of coordination. All four of us were doing nothing but trying to win on that map.
Yeah.
And if we probably wouldn't have. We barely won each time. Like third phase,
clutched it basically. Yeah, I mean I felt every time I would play a game, I would see what side I was on, and if I was on Empire, I'd be like, oh, this will be fun. Like maybe I can try some vehicles and this kind of. And if I was Rebels, my face would drop, and I'd be like, all right, now I got to sit through 10 minutes of getting fucked, just so I can play Empire again. That was literally my thought process because it was like that one-sided, like just even the fun factor is that one-sided. You have to like grind out the win on Rebels.
I have to be honest, I'm very surprised that they picked that map as one of the ones to show. Like the thing that's weird is anytime you look at the scores on that map, anytime, doesn't matter if you and this happened both times we won. The Imperials always with the higher scores.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah.
In some
Same
cases,
here.
double. Like in one of the ones won, the top player on the other team had double our score.
Yeah.
But then you think about it, there's a statistics page. So if you're like one of those gamers who like prides themselves on kill death or win percent, and you get put on the Rebel team,
it sucks.
Bye score.
Yeah.
Bye score.
Yeah.
Bye stats. Like it. So I don't know. I guess it's trying to appeal to a more casual market, but like Zeke is that market, and he didn't like it. So I don't know. Wait.
It'll be interesting. I don't know.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't mind. Like I don't. I went about it all the wrong way. I think it's what it is. I went about it like jumped in, thought I'd have some fun and stuff. But it's if you don't know what you're doing, and you're not like an FPS person, like you jump in and it's like first person that sees you, you're dead. Yeah. You don't, and you like your brain can't comprehend. Like I shot that guy 4 times and he shot me once. Your brain can't comprehend like how skilled other players are at like shooting your head off immediately. Like first shot, one shot, done. It's like I shot him 4 times, but that doesn't matter because if you get a headshot, you're done. And like that kept happening over and over and over again. And it just if you get like 30, like not even 30 seconds sometimes of gameplay, and then you have to respawn again over and over again, and your kill death ratio is like 0 and 20,
right?
It stops being fun.
And the respawn is 12 seconds as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're spending literally half your time on the respawn screen.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah, as far as like other like it's rates up there as far as like graphics and gameplay and that kind of stuff. Like I have no problem with that. Like everything is really Star Warsy, which I like. But come in if you're not skilled, come in prepared to get a lesson. And then well and then like, if you want to keep going at it, like keep banging. If you want to get better, you got to put in the fucking work.
I also wonder too, like the people that got in yesterday are probably of the level of players that you won't see on like a normal everyday match. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I feel like the quality of players yesterday that were in the actual beta were much higher than you're going to see on like a normal server on launch day, because there's going to be a billion fucking people playing. So maybe try revisiting it this weekend, Zeke. Maybe off stream and see if you would have a better time when more people are in there who are figuring it out, just like you are.
Well, also like it would have been nice to like to have someone to go with, like a team, like someone be on like TeamSpeak or something, whatever.
Just send me a text, Zeke. I'll be there.
Totally changed the experience for us, having a group of people.
But then again, it would be the reason why I don't like reach out and do that is because it's like we would have won, but we've got this anchor we've got to haul around with us everywhere. It's like, oh, we were doing so well until Zeke didn't do shit.
Dude, Zeke, you should play with us, man.
Yeah,
we're basically team ananchor. Like, dude, it'd be, you should, if you ever want to play, dude, we will.
You totally overestimate how good we all are.
Yeah. You should have heard me today. I was basically just apologizing my whole stream for like, sorry I can't show you like the good side of this game. I'm not really that good. You'd be seeing more if I wasn't just dying I literally was apologizing for sucking. Well, and I will be after this show too when I play a couple more hours of it.
What
I'd be like, let's try flying, and then
Yeah, what did you guys think of flying? Because
Every time.
for me, the flying was I actually think it was my favorite part of yesterday when I was playing.
Cannot
It's super
wait
fun.
for the flying maps.
Yeah, flying only
Oh
maps
my
will be a lot
God.
of fun.
There's
I
so
had
much to
to-
learn.
Yeah.
plug in a controller and
Was it
put
easier?
it next to me. And then when I started flying, I would swap to the controller because it's like using the mouse to turn around is so bad when
You
you're
want to hear
flying.
something funny? I heard a rumor that one of the reasons there's a delay whenever your planes are flying in are so you can pick up your controller.
Makes
Really?
sense. It makes honestly.
But once I did that, it was so much fun. And before that, I was having a nightmare. And also there was a bug where every time your stunt bar in the bottom left corner would reach max, you would do a stunt.
Automatically.
Even if your hands were like I took my hands off the keyboard and like my guy would just barrel roll randomly into a cliff.
Oh,
And
I
I'm
never
like,
had
what
that.
that
you
happened
had
to
to,
me
like-
a couple times when I
Yes,
played.
you had to disable all of the stunt buttons and stuff as well. So it was like a little bit fiddly, but once I used the controller, it was really good.
But there's a lot to the flying.
There
From
is a
the
lot.
speed
I
boost,
really
the
enjoy it.
phase, the different turning rates. What's even crazier is if you hold right click, like
It
you
auto
turn
aims.
faster. So you can not only turn faster with that, but also with adjusting your
No.
speed.
So
But
the
the thing
right
is, man, there are some people that are just way too good at it already.
the right click actually auto aims for you. It does none of that.
Okay, I'm really torn on that, man.
So
'Cause,
yeah,
like,
it's interesting because you literally just hold down space bar and hold right click, and as long as they're on your sights, your lasers will pretty much hit like 60% of the time or 70%
but if they're
of the time.
moving, you will always miss.
Yeah,
Like,
you can give a
That's
little
the
bit of a
thing
lead.
I hate
Yeah.
about it. Like if it's you have to be behind them and centered, and they have to be going your direction and not like it. I almost got a lot better results by free aiming and not holding
Yeah.
right click, which then screwed up using your missiles because when you hold down right click, I think
That's
how
the
you get
lock on mechanic for the missile. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or, like,
so-
click and then shoot 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, and I was bitching about this yesterday, the TIE fighters seem better equipped for air combat because of how sharp they can turn. And a lot of that game is like getting behind someone or getting outmaneuvering someone. And one of the abilities for the TIE fighters is actually going faster and making tighter turns.
But dude, the rebels have shields, which
But
if
it-
you use those properly, dude, you can completely negate their photon.
You
of,
can negate it once, and then they're going to outmaneuver you the entire time.
Like
Like
they
I,
take their phasers and shoot you with those. Yeah.
I understand,
Anyway.
like I understand the shield thing, but it's like when I was in the TIE fighter, I could outmaneuver people for like so
I
long.
realized he had crossed into the realm of Star Wars lingo and just immediately stopped.
I just held my hands up and slowly back
It's
out
like
of
an alien plane. You just put one toe in the water and you were like, oh no, oh no.
But yeah, like I don't know. We'll see. I definitely want to get into more flying, but I feel like the TIE fighters are just better at this point. But maybe I don't know. I haven't messed around with the
I would say
bombers or
try
whatever
with
they're
a
called.
controller, JP, because once I was using the controller, like they didn't feel different
That-
at all. 'Cause you can slow down as you turn and accelerate out.
That's-
That's like with the X-wing, and it just feels fine.
That's another thing that sucks too is they have two different sensitivities. They need to have three. Ship sensitivity should not be the same as like the ATST sensitivity because on the flying
And
you gotta
turrets.
fucking do like giant goddamn 360s to turn once, and then you
Dude.
go back in the normal thing and you're trying to aim and you're like going like this, going 700 meters the wrong fucking way with your mouse. 'Cause
I'm
it's so
pretty sure
high.
that turrets have added mouse acceleration.
You might be right because I'm
Have
the
you
same.
noticed
Yeah,
that?
it's
I
ridiculous.
think that's part of the turret mechanic almost. Like when you move it around, it feels like it's floating. Like it's so tough to aim
It
when
is.
You're, when you're mouse forward. But as much as I could talk about this for literally the rest of the show, we better switch before Zeke falls asleep on stream because like
I mean, there's nothing else to talk about, so this is the final thing.
No, listen, hey, that's all right. I mean,
But I don't. I feel like we've kind of
this is
covered
the-
it.
I mean, this
We
is,
did- we
this
did
is what
kinda
the
cover
show's for. This is the hypest. This is the hypest game out there right now. I'm just not a part of it.
well, okay, speaking
mean-
of which, Zeke, what is your next type game?
I don't know actually.
Really?
I don't have one. I don't have one that's got like what. Like I was trying to make a list of what's coming out this month.
Yeah.
Are you doing Vermintide on the 23rd when it releases?
Oh, that's
Yes.
the 23rd. Fuck.
Not only does Vermintide release on the 23rd, they're releasing with like 13 maps.
How many maps are there right now in the beta?
3.
Oh,
and,
wow.
I put probably 10 plus hours into that game and still having a great time. I haven't even gotten a trinket, man. Like I seriously, there's like this whole trinket mechanic. I played for 10 hours. Don't even have a damn trinket.
Wait, what's a trinket? Is that just
Trinkets
an
are
item?
big. They make it so like one of the trinkets makes it so every time you use a potion, your entire party gets the effects at 35%.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like they're game changing. And then like yesterday, I got a blue weapon that had 2 different abilities on it that you could unlock. One of them made it so like every time your block breaks, it recharges at 15%, and the other gives life back per hit. Like crazy shit, like game changing shit. And this is only blue. There's like an entire other rarity. So
Tier. Wow.
that game's gonna be big. The people that like that game could be playing that game for a long time.
Yeah, it's kind of taken the. What was the game that tried to be Left 4 Dead this year and then failed? Wasn't there another game that tried to be Left 4 Dead? Maybe I'm thinking of Evolve. Maybe I'm thinking there was something else other than Evolve, but
can't think of it offhand.
yeah, I
People,
can't.
people keep saying Fallout.
Fallout's November, guys. Fallout's not October.
Yeah, Fallout's November. Calm down,
Trust
everyone.
me. Trust me.
I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure it said this month.
Are you gonna play Halo 5, Z?
Killing Floor 2 is not really like Left 4 Dead.
Maybe.
No.
I
don't
mean,
think it
yeah,
is.
I can
Killing
see the
Floor 2 is
comparisons.
an arena co-op, wave-based, where Left 4 Dead is a progression objective. Like you move through a level A to B. Where Killing Floor is you're in an arena and enemies are just coming at you the whole time. So, but yeah. Oh, they did add for any Killing Floor 2 fans though. Apparently they added 2 new classes.
I've heard that. Yeah,
I know a lot of people are waiting for that. I haven't even played them yet. I'm looking forward to it.
They're fun. They're pretty fun.
Now, so you spent some time with them. What did you think?
Yeah, there's I can't remember what it's called, but there's one where you just use fire. So
Like
you
a
you have like a
pyromancer or something?
flamethrower and you just set, but you can also set yourself on fire. So it's like there's just fire everywhere. And then the other one is a demolitions expert, and they get like a grenade.
Fire and explosion.
Handgun. Yeah, fire and explosions are the new ones. Yeah, it was cool.
Trying to find
They've
footage,
only
but
still
I
got,
can't.
they've still got just the one boss in there though, so it's like.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
that's why I stopped playing because it was.
That's
only
why I
one
did
boss.
too.
I've done it.
Yeah.
I feel that way about Vermintide 2, and now I feel that way about Star Wars because I've reached max level. I played it for like a whole day. I don't want to touch any of those games anymore until there's something else.
I got a question for you, Strippin. What if Vermintide was not wiping?
I still wouldn't play it
You don't think so? So if
No.
you would keep all the items and stuff, you still wouldn't play it?
because I don't want to burn myself out on repetitive content and then
Yeah. You don't want to.
lose
You don't want to
interest when
evolve
the
yourself.
good content comes along. Because I've been notorious for doing that in the past. Just like I just play a game, I burn myself out on it, and then I like throw the towel in, and then the actual good stuff gets put in, and then I'm like, I've lost interest. I've lost my appetite for that game. So now I'm like really careful about it.
Understandable. That makes sense.
Zeke, what were you
I
gonna
will
say?
like, dude, even though the item stuff has kept me going, like there's no question the maps, like this is. But I mean, I gotta admit, I've had 10 hours in it. I would still probably play it if I wasn't playing other games, and that says a lot when you only have 3 maps. That's like I think if people get invested in that item system, dude, they could. That is the thing Evolve needed. Is
Yeah.
something like that item system, and yeah, I think it's gonna take it a long way. A lot of companies looking at that kind of stuff.
Cool. I think that'll do it for this show. Let's do some shout outs. Strippin, thanks so much for coming on, by the way.
Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure as always. You're gonna be streaming Guild Wars 2 after this, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be awful. It's so good because I just get shouted at by the Guild Wars 2 community, like the hardcore players.
Yeah.
It's like, so bad. Why are you streaming this? And I'm
They should
motivating.
embrace. No one fucking
get
streams
good.
that game right now. Why wouldn't they just embrace
So
you?
yeah, but no, I'm gonna be streaming that. Yeah, I'm just gonna try. I'm trying to reach level 80 as quickly as I can so I can start experiencing the end game stuff.
Cool. Well, give us some shout outs. We'll switch over to your card.
All right. Well, thanks so much for having me, guys. My name's Strippin. You can hit me up on Twitter about drop frames or anything else, so at the Strippin, or you can find me at youtube.com/Strippin and at twitch.tv/Strippin.
There you go. There you go. Zeke, do some shout outs for us, sir.
Yo! I am known full R my rage, and I play every day. I'm actually just moved my time down an hour. I'm going to start my broadcast day now at noon Pacific every day instead of 11 a.m. Pacific because it's just easier to say, and also it gives me one more hour to do shit or sleep or whatever. So I'm going to be starting my broadcast at noon Pacific every day, and I can just say that now. I'm going to be playing Transformers after Drop Frames is over today. I'll be
Nice.
hopefully finishing that off. If we finish it off with enough time, maybe we'll do some bomb defusal stuff. But I'm on mostly every day, noon Pacific, and you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, all Ezekiel_I. Want to thank Strippin for coming on again. It's always lovely to have you, and as always, Co and JP, and we'll see you later.
Awesome stuff. Do some shout outs for us. Wrap it up.
Sure. Well, first of all, big thank you to itmeJP and Zeke. Always a pleasure. Strippin, you're an absolute boss. Thank you for being here for our first segment on our how to start streaming on Twitch, which will be strung together, I'm assuming, at a later date. I am CohhCarnage. It's very nice to meet you. I'm currently doing scary games, 8 a.m. every single day. Finished Resident Evil Remastered today. Next up is Silent Hill 1, my first playthrough of it ever. That's going to start tomorrow morning. Also playing Battlefront and was playing Vermintide, but I think the beta's already closed. And in 11 days, we complete the 2-year streaming challenge. And we got some fun special stuff for that on the 18th of this month. Got some big giveaways for it. Should be a lot of fun. And besides that, you're already on my channel. I appreciate if you hit that follow button. You can find me on Twitter and YouTube under the same name. And thank you for watching.
Awesome stuff. All right. We'll be back next. Everyone's here next week, right?
Yep.
We good? Zeke, or you're not traveling for some reason?
Nope.
All right. Cool stuff.
No, that was going to be today if I was going to go to New York Comic Con, but they just decided to use local talent rather than the guy who's actually in fucking comic books and wants to meet all these people.
Wheat was telling me who he's interviewing. Did you?
How do you feel about it, Zeke?
No, when they dropped some of the interviews on Twitch Weekly, like they said Robert Kirkman. They're going to actually meet Robert Kirkman.
That's who Zeke, or that's who Wheat is interviewing for 30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, he's the creator of Walking Dead. He's behind Skybound, I don't know, Skybound Publishing, Skybound Entertainment, whatever. But he's one of the guys that I would have loved to have met. But yeah, I'm just jelly, bro. Just jelly because I don't live in New York. There's plenty of great streamers who are going to be there that actually live in New York City, like Swiftor, like Futureman Gaming, that are going to be there. So they're not flying any talent out per se.
Yep.
But I would have loved to have done it. But I'm fine. I'll be here. This is the main point.
Weed also said he's and you don't care about this, so this would actually make you feel better. He's also interviewing the creator of the Naruto manga or something like that.
Oh, he's super excited about that.
He was like freaking out because like that's his first time stateside on this crap, and he gets to talk to him. I was like, that's a cool story, bro. Because I don't care about
creator of Naruto.
Yeah. I mean, I can see how people love that, right? People love that shit. So
he must be old though, right? Is what like
yeah,
like
maybe
600 episodes or something of the anime alone.
Yeah, I don't know how old he is. I don't know. I don't even know his name.
Did you say Magna?
I don't know how to fucking pronounce. How do you pronounce that? Manga? It's manga?
Like a mango.
Do I look like someone? Actually, I kind of do look like someone who reads anime. And we're going to close the show on that.
You do.
So we'll see you guys next week on
I'm
Wednesday.
king shit. I am.
I'm just muting them all. We'll see you guys next week. We're out. Bye-bye.